Dennis, how you doing, man? How you doing? Get a couple of people here. We got Gonzo, Kenworth Rider, Prime Driver. He'll take it here. Maybe he's going to need it. And hard to hear. Well, clean the crap out of here. On the way. Hog Rider.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Hog Rider's in the house. It's been a minute. Joe Jordan's here. Old Stefan is playing with us. Jeremy, what's up? Jeremy, sounds like you're a mile away. Try something. Okay, does that sound better? It could be the fact that the reefer's freaking running loud as hell back there. Oh, you know what? Say turn down the on there. That better? All right. Yes, right. Right on. Right. I love art. Yeah. Yard. Guys, you're at the Auburndale Yard, or in Auburndale. You got to go to Artie. Look it up. Artie. It's a little liquor store. Artie. Taqueria. Shadows girl. Okay, good. What's up, boy? Yeah, come. Where did you get that sound? How's it sound? It's good. Everything's turned off. Wait a minute. Ken wants to say thank you for the rest of the day. I've been raving about marketing forever. Brian said, are you sure you shit. Said that. Also, yep, I bet you that's exactly what it is. Probably. Maybe I told it YouTube, but yeah. Where's feed.
Now you
Okay, I bet you that fixes it. Let's see. Yada 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 yada. Yeah, that's good because then we can open up the air conditioner. Okay, sounds good.
I can hear you.
Okay, so is that better?
Yep, better, Morgan says.
Yeah, see, my headset is in the back on the bed.
That's what they were hearing you through.
Yeah, damn, it must have been quiet. Thank you, Gonzo. How many times you gonna change your name? Oh, Suede. Okay, I got the sound good. Since you drive a reefer over through the hauling 17,000 pounds of frozen beef to restaurants. 17,000 pounds. Yeah, is it good now, Kenworth? Come on, guys. I want to see somebody say it's good.
Everybody says.
Oh, it did better? You're good now? Yeah, okay.
Better.
Can hear you now. Okay, cool. All right, guys. So, what are we going to talk about today? Come on, let's talk. Let's talk about my home time, Melissa's home time. We got definitely, and I'm going to say it, screwed hard. Probably have to edit that out, or they're going to take this video down because I made the screwed symbol. I made the screwed symbol. Yeah, man, we had home time. When we came back to trucking back in March, I had a DOT physical due, and we had home time planned because we had doctor's appointments and stuff. So my fleet manager said, hey man, we can't get you on both of those, so you're gonna have to pick one and move the other one out. So I actually moved them both out. And I kind of screwed up this one because in 2 weeks we go on vacation, which I forgot we already had booked. So I moved them both out, got my DOT because I had no choice. I was a day before it expired. And then I've called and I've confirmed this appointment is so important. We got to be home on the 25th. So we got to be home on the 25th. So they were getting us to home on the 24th. I confirmed it with my fleet manager. Then he leaves for the week, so I confirm it with all the guys I talked to, the night dispatch. And I even went so far to where I helped them out with the load in Michigan, knowing that, Illinois, Michigan, Wisconsin, there's loads going to Houston. So we on the way to delivering the load to Michigan, we get a crap load that is basically a solo loads, paying solo, picks up in the morning or afternoon and then delivers the next morning. So I call dispatch and I say, hey man, what is this? Is this like a plan to get us home? Because I thought maybe they were positioning us to Illinois. He says, yes. Okay, perfect. Now that was going to put us there on the 23rd, which means we had a day to go 1,000 miles to Houston. No big deal. As long as the load picked up later, because we delivered early morning on the 23rd. So as we're going to that load, boom, another dispatch. I'm like, sweet, okay, they're really doing it for us. And I wake up and I look at the load. It's freaking going to Kentucky. It picked up that night and delivered the next night on the 24th. So that blew getting home on the 24th. And why are we going east? So again, I call. I said, hey, I don't work with the home time, and I don't know what happened to your plan. What's up? Well, and everything I was finding on the load board was all 400 or less miles. There was actually an excellent paying load that I turned down. No, I didn't turn down. I didn't accept it on the load board because it picked up and dropped on the 24th. But man, it paid good. It would have been a one-day run, but that would have gave them the excuse of, well, that's why you missed your home time. Because even if we left midday on the 24th, we still could have survived getting there midday on the 25th. So now he pulls me off the load and he dispatches me a Tyson load 100 miles from us picking up, and it's going to Houston, 2 drops in Houston. I'm like, sweet. Then I look at it, picked up yesterday and drops on the 26th. Well, we had to be home on the 24th, no later than 25th midday. So I sent him a message, hey, am I going to be able to drop this in Houston? He goes, oh, let me check. And I called him. And I'm like, they ain't going to let us, dude. They don't allow reefer loads to drop in Houston. He goes, well, let me see anyways. So he comes back, yeah, they're not going to do it. So he pulled me off that load. Then after about an hour or so, he calls me up and says, hey, there is nothing going to Texas. You mean to tell me you can't deadhead me somewhere within a couple 100 miles, 2, 3, 4, 500 miles, whatever, not 500, 200, 300 miles, and get me a load going to Dallas, Fort Worth, even San Antonio would have been acceptable, Laredo. We drop in Katy, we drop in, is it Dayton? All kinds of places. There's several places in Houston we drop. You mean to tell me there ain't no loads going there? No. Okay, what about getting me to Oklahoma, some state? Get me within a few 100 miles, man. No, man, there's nothing. The only thing you can do is take that one load or deadhead. Well, it was about 1,040 miles of deadhead, which is about $500 in fuel. So they want me to spend $500 in fuel plus a day, fixed costs and fuel. Well, I already said the fuel. I'm like, no, man. So I probably should have picked this load up and took it to the Springfield yard and dropped it and then just bobtailed home. But with the price of fuel, that was just killing me. And it's like, that ain't right. So I was kind of hoping they were gonna repower or find something before we pick this up, or find something on the way and say, hey, drop that there and grab this load, something. Or even say, you know what, we got a truck in Houston that's got no hours or low hours, we'll have him deliver it, but we're gonna have to pay him for it. Yeah, okay, you know what, he's gonna have to go 20 miles, give him $500. It's worth it to me. Give me $100. It's worth it to me. The load's paying pretty decent, but it's not even going to get on this payroll, which is fine because it'll be on next payroll when we're not even going to have any loads because we're going home for the week. my fleet manager, I'm not going to get into everything that happened, but my fleet manager comes in this morning, and apparently they didn't tell them everything that happened, or him, and he just basically said, hey, can you guys, good morning guys, can you give me an ETA on when you guys are going to be coming back after your home time in Texas? And I'm going to talk to my guys who stood in for me, because that wasn't right, they didn't get you home. I was kind of expecting at least a phone call, at least in person, we can talk about what happened, because I didn't handle it as well as I should have. Now, I didn't swear or anything like that, but there was some words said that I'm not taking back, and it just is what it is. Melissa was super upset with this, because we had a very, very, very important appointment, a couple of them actually.
Yeah.
And the truck was supposed to go into the shop, but I'm still taking it in once we deliver, because now we're just going to stay. Yeah, we're missing one of the appointments.
Not if we can help it.
Yeah, we're going to try, but it's probably not going to happen.
Yours?
It is what it's going to be. I don't want to get hopes up. I don't want to do anything. Yeah, and so yeah, that's what happened, man. That's what happened, and it created a snowball effect. Would you call that a snowball effect?
Like, what do you mean?
With what I told him? Yeah.
I'm surprised John didn't say anything about it.
Somebody said they were going to message him and whatnot, but they either didn't do it. Well, that day they wanted me to talk to the higher ups, because I basically talked to my payroll advisor about my e-fund, and she decided, hey, let me get you in contact with some people. I'm like, don't even bother. And then she's like, I'll reach out, because my fleet manager wasn't there. I'll reach out to him. Don't even bother. Well, I'm going to reach out to him anyways. Apparently she must have changed her mind, or he just didn't decide not to reach out to me, and he's good with what happened. All right, so let's see. Better sound, good sound, much better. Yes, welcome back to us. Fixed it. What's up? Just got home from work. Been there since 22:30 last night. Yeah, that's right. Man, you can work. You'd be a good truck driver. Gonzo's got my back, bro. That's right, Gonzo. You kind of know what's going on. Brian said, I went to Prime, but had a family emergency and was told I had to go somewhere else to get my CDL. Wow. See, these are the things I'm talking about. They're doing some weird stuff. I was basically, a month ago, forced dispatched, told some stuff that I shouldn't have been told, and things like that. They're definitely, now guys, they're still a great company to come get your CDL from. Do your year. If you're having issues, move on, but at least you gave them a year of your time. I wouldn't be surprised if they decide it's time to do 2 years like Swift, but it's still a good place to get your CDL and make money, because they won't charge you for your CDL if you do a year. If you're military, you only got to do 7 or 8 months, I believe. That sucks, man. You had a family emergency and they told you got to go somewhere else. Wow. The sound is great as long as Melissa doesn't start moaning. We'll be God. It was delicious, David and Melissa. Right on. Yeah, I'm real glad you enjoyed those tacos. I tried to get a buddy of mine, a couple buddies of mine to do it, 3 buddies of mine to do it. One's like, it's a little place. And then the other buddy's like, I don't eat tacos, man. I only eat hamburgers. I don't eat much of anything. And then the other buddy, yeah, he'll know who he is. And then the other buddy got lost trying to get there and found himself in the residential area, which is the way there because it's looped, it's crazy. And he freaked out and did a loop-de-loop on the thing and got back on the freeway and hightailed it out of there. You know who you are.
Funny, I didn't know that.
Premier boy. Said no lube.
Huh?
David H said no lube. Just Lubriderm, man. Yeah, get old Suede, her and Richard, they're doing their own thing. No more trucking. I believe you're still not doing trucking. I know Hog Rider asked. I'm afraid to scroll back and try to find it because then I'll get all screwed up.
I think she said he's doing local.
Oh, he's doing local? Okay. David, we need to talk about the company you're talking to. Shame on you. I thought you had better taste.
Nobody knows the company you're
Yeah, you know, no one knows the company
you
I'm
haven't
talking
told
to.
anybody.
Yeah. Well,
Unless he thinks you're talking about Landstar.
yeah, no, I talked to Will today. So me and Will's been staying in touch. Just because, you know, he heard what's going on and he wanted to give me some advice and whatnot. Good guy. But yeah, no, I don't do. Who are you talking about there, Mr. Ryder? Oh, okay. Hog Rider drives local now, home every day, one night run a month. Right on. There was the school shooting in Texas today. Was it near where you live? I didn't hear about it, so I don't know.
Oh, I looked it up when I read that. 14 kids killed.
What? Where was it at?
In an elementary school.
I know, but where? What city?
Aldi, Texas.
Where's that at?
Over there.
Over
far
there?
Away.
It's far away.
Yeah, it's not near.
Yeah, no, it's not near us. That's nuts, man. That is crazy. Was it a student that did it?
Oh, near San Antonio, right?
Oh, okay. Was it a student that did it?
Yeah.
Damn, man. They need to kick some kids' asses. Parents need to whip these little punks. You don't whip these kids and they shoot people because they don't feel that there's going to be any recourse because they never get in trouble. I mean, I've had parents say, no, man, I'm scared to call the cops and I'll go to jail. Okay, then I'll whip them. I got a belt. I'll beat their ass. I believe in beating ass. Shit, these little punk-ass punks. Yeah, I've never heard of that town either. I might vomit. Damn it. You guys want to see me vomit on camera? You see my face turning red? I'm starting to drool.
Shoot. That's a while. That took a while to happen.
Yeah, it's
Having my flip-flops.
Why are you gonna be a flip-flop trucker? You gonna put your feet on the dash? Hey guys, I seen a Volvo go by me the other day. Swear to God, I looked over and the guy's got his foot on the dash and he's got flip-flops on. I was laughing. Another flip-flop over here. I was laughing my ass off.
I wear flip-flops at leisure time.
Yeah, she wears them like house shoes.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's always.
Hey,
Doc
get your
Martens.
damn foot off the carpet.
Oh, it wasn't.
Oh,
No,
it wasn't
it
on it.
wasn't.
Okay,
No.
just making sure.
That's why I'm putting them on. I don't want to touch that nasty floor.
Right. They did that with me, but no more since I bobtailed from Salt Lake City to Virginia.
What?
Now every time I ask for home time, they get me home. Well, I bobtailed from Springfield to Houston one time because they couldn't get me home again. That was a little bit my fault. Oh, babe, we need to open this up a little bit.
Oh.
That was a little bit my fault because I got sick on the way to Illinois and we had to stop in Salt Lake and repower our load. And they were like, man, we had a plan for you to get to Houston from Illinois. But do I believe them? I don't know. I did at the time. Yeah, Joe, I agree.
What?
Somebody made kind of a good point, and they actually said, well, it's not technically prime, it's your fleet manager. Maybe it's time to get rid of your fleet manager because he making sure, because guys, this ain't the first time.
No.
Almost every time we go home, it's some kind of a issue. You know, a lot of times we do get home on time, but it's an issue. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
Didn't you just say last week in video you wanted less mile loads? No, I said that would be nice to keep the miles down on the truck. But who does that mean I was going to go to? Now, less mile loads would be nice, Hog Rider, but I still need to make the money. I got to make at least what I'm making at Prime or I won't be happy. If I can make more money and get a little less miles and or a little more home time, which, you know, I'm talking to a few companies and, oh shit.
What?
No, I'm not. Yeah, I am, maybe.
You're not saying who?
I'm looking into it. It's not, nothing's in stone, guys. But again, I'm talking to recruiters, so they'll tell you just about anything. But I'm kind of having them pull numbers, and then I also want to talk to drivers, you know, just to see how things are. Strato's girl is thinking about making bass boat fishing videos.
I'll be back.
That'd be kind of cool. All right. Joe says they probably used lotion to do it. No, more like Vaseline. On home time now, go back to work Thursday. Did you have a problem getting home? Probably not. Missing the group. Drive from Walmart, you're using the same truck from other drivers. Yeah, that would freak me out a little bit. I don't want no one else's butt in my seat. Man, you only have to put your foot down and bobtail home one time, and they won't try you anymore. They will get you home. I've done it. And I told him this time, if I got a bobtail, or not bobtail, if I got a deadhead from Illinois to Houston, David just, David needs to get his head out of his butt and do more lives. Guys, I had some tragic stuff happen in my family, and I'm not going to get any more personal than that. I have had great tragedy in my family, immediate family, and it's been hard for me to freaking do anything. Hey Dennis, it's Suede. Oh, loving it. Stress-free from law enforcement. I don't have to worry about being shot. I would have loved to have done law enforcement. The problem is I would have went to jail right away, because I ain't gonna put up with somebody hitting me. Oh, that's cool. No slip seat. That's cool. Melissa just stepped out. I don't know if she took her phone or if she's watching the video anymore. And we missed it then. It was at the beginning. It'll be at the end too. Hey, Nevada Trucking and Trials. How you doing? Hey guys, I didn't mention this, but about a month ago, maybe a couple weeks ago, we were swapping out in California at the Oasis. It's a lot. We almost swap out there every time. It just seems to end good. And I'm sitting there getting ready and whatnot, and I look up, and lo and behold, I'm on the phone with a buddy of mine, and I'm like, I think I see trucker dude Brent. You know, I had those red glasses or whatever, and the funny and the yeah. And I'm like, is that? And I took a picture of my buddies. That ain't him. And he gets in a truck. I said, what kind of truck is he? Oh, he's driving a Volvo. It's a Volvo. And he goes, oh, he's doing flatbed. It's a flatbed. And he had to have seen me. I mean, my truck sticks out like a sore thumb. And I was parked right next to him. And I was just getting ready to say, hey, what's happening? You know, just to see what he said. But I don't know. I thought it was probably best not to. We didn't need to have any issues at a truck stop because he got really butthurt over them videos. Then we actually know for 100% it's him because he went live a little bit ago right after we passed him on this off ramp, and I go, he's on an off ramp, and he went live and he's like, oh yeah, I'm on an off ramp. So it was definitely him. I know the feeling of getting messed around by Prime. Sorry, David. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Now, guys, again, oh my God, I'm gonna vomit. Jesus. Again, Prime is a great company still, in my opinion. These things are gonna happen at any company. I'm getting nailed with a lot of it, and I shouldn't be getting messed around like I am as a lease operator, as a lease purchase. And that's the other thing, is I feel like, damn, I lease purchased this truck. I'm paying a lot more than I was paying. And even though I know this ain't the case, it almost feels like they're trying to drive you out of your thing. So like, thank you, thanks for the down payment, we're going to take your truck. Now, I know for a fact that's not what it is. That's just people's silly minds thinking that. I know a lot of people think that when that happens. I think it's just coincidence. Could it possibly be we took 2 months off and someone's irritated about it and they're, going to teach you a lesson? I don't know. Yes, Hog Rider, I'd appreciate that. If everyone could hit the like button, that'd be awesome, because I do want to start getting back into these videos. I'm planning on doing... Now, I'm going to do some videos from the house when we go home. It's a little bit quieter at the house. So that would be easier to do. But yeah, hitting the like button, guys, it helps the videos, which, in all honesty, if a video does well, it gives you more drive to do videos. Now, I don't expect my videos to do all that well because I'm all over the board. I kind of quit talking like I used to about, oh, let's do a pre-trip and all that stuff. May I get back into that stuff? Maybe one day, but I'm kind of all over the board. I got bored with talking about trucking. Oh, and I weighed myself today. I'm 234 pounds. We stopped by the house to pick up the Tahoe to bring it to Houston. I no longer park my truck in Houston, by the way, but we had to bring the Tahoe and park it in Houston because I'm taking the truck to Houston and dropping it off at Freightliner. I wanted the Tahoe here, so we didn't have to. We were passing the house coming here. I don't want to have to drive back 80 miles and drive back 80 miles. God dang, what the? I'm turning all kinds of shades of red here. Twisted Big D, what's happening? You made it. What's happening? How's your, how are you doing, man? Are you all healed up? I mean, if anyone didn't know, I can say it because he put it out there. The man caught himself on fire. I'm sure his wife said, you ain't allowed to play with fire no more. I mean, it's funny now because I assume you're all healed up. But at the time, I was feeling for you, man. I had to hurt like a bitch. Does anybody have an LG phone that's acting up? Life's good, man. Oh, wait, or lousy garbage. My cousin LG phone are messed up. Okay, we got a one messed up. Anyone else have any myths about Walmart? Myths? I heard that if you don't perform in the store, they'll take you in the back where they bring the people who steal and make you sit in there all day, reading their literature on what they expect from you. I don't know if that's a myth or true, but 9 months for military. Thank you, Kenworth. All right, let me tell you what's going on here. If you notice, my nose is starting to run. I'm starting to sniff, and I'm turning purple, and I'm ready to vomit. I still haven't learned how to eat slow. I've got my volume of food way down because I just can't eat. I mean, you just can't get it in you. And I don't ever want to eat. I eat because I know I have to. But I eat too fast, and when you eat too fast, it doesn't work. And look at these shirts, guys. They're freaking, it's like a dress on me. I mean, it goes way down past my freaking... I went down a bunch of pant sizes. Now I'm throwing all, well, I'm going to make rags out of all my XXX shirts. Premier. Or is it popcorn? What's up, Lucas? How do you, I don't know if you want your company out there, so I knew Premier would work, right? It's close to Premier. How do you get lost? It is so easy to find. How do you get lost? I must be too far behind. I don't remember saying I got lost. Hey, David Allen, how you doing, man? Where in the hell is Allen, fuck, now I forgot his name. Alan Leslie? Yeah, Alan Leslie. Yeah. I still would like to come back to Prime, though, to be honest. Right on. I mean, talk to them, see what their criteria is going to be, because you're eating again, huh? Made room?
Yeah.
Hi, Joe Swade says, Joe Jordan, there's an article on Google telling you how to get around those errors for sure. Right on. The Bull of the Woods, what's up? Joe says, David, me and you have been keeping in touch. Yes, we have. Oh, they killed the shooter. Right on. That's awesome. I hope they was slow and painful. They should have.
Yeah, they killed him.
They should have got him with rock salt, so it burned really good. Then poured a little propylene alcohol on his ass. Do you think it's good time for a rookie to get their CDL license from one of these big carriers? Absolutely. If you're thinking about doing it, do it with a big carrier. Now, when I researched, Prime was paying the best. My training sucked ass, but you know, if you really deal with getting a good trainer, you'll be all right. If your trainer's not doing his job, just say something and they'll take care of it. But I think Prime would be a great company to get your CDL. Do your thing. You tried all the information. Okay. I'm always home one day before my request day off. Yeah, that's the way it should be, and that's the way he had it scheduled, is a day before. I would rather have them said, you know what, freight's kind of goofy, so we're going to get you, we might have to get you in 2, 3, 4 days early. I'd have just took 2, because we have an appointment at the beginning of home time and one at the end. I'd have just took those days off and got my stuff done. They don't know how important this was. And I'm not going to be home again till when? August. So that's screwed pooch, man.
Well, we're going to try real hard.
I'm always, okay, hopefully they will come up with a fix soon, yes. That's shooter was 18 or 19?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And
I'm late, what'd you miss? Well, you missed everything. I've been home for almost a month. Right on, you must have finished your lease, huh? Looking great, David. Soon you will have to run around in the shower just to get wet. Didn't realize that didn't realize that David SRY to here? I don't know what that abbreviation is. I didn't see how it's a problem. Jeremy says, I didn't see how it's a problem getting to your home. We have lots of loads going to Texas. LOL. Have you decided on your lights to install on the back of your truck for backing hookup truck? Yeah, I've got them. Matter of fact, I got those lights, and I got a light for my deer guard. Only problem is it took so long to get the damn deer guard that the freaking clamps don't fit. So, and now I can't return them. So I got to get a little bit bigger ones, or if I no, my APU won't run my grinder. I was gonna say I can just go with my grinder and shave them down a little bit so it wraps around them good. Maybe I'll, you know what? Maybe I'll sneak the truck home and do that. I also got nice blue lights for inside the cab to go under the dash and to give it a blue tint in here. But again, man, I haven't felt like doing anything. Sending prayers for you, David and Melissa, on your trials. Thank you. Appreciate that. What happened to the reviews? I'm getting back in them. I kind of explained it earlier in the video. The best, I mean, you can go back and watch that, but I mean, I had some crap happen to me that has got me all screwed up. You know, it's one of those things that you just don't want to do nothing. I see the goatee is back and looking nice, brother. Thank you. It sucks because when we came back to Hometime in March, came back from Hometime in March, I forgot my hot comb. That's why it's all screwed up, and I'm constantly going like this because it's like freaking pubic hair. I need my comb to straighten it and to style it. So I could have grabbed it today when we stopped by there. Well, we'll be home in 2 days. 3 days at the worst. Yeah. Did you reach your weight loss goal? No. I can definitely tell you've lost a lot of weight, feeling better. Yeah, I weighed myself with my sweater and everything on at home. I was 234.
Oh, wow.
So 234, 44, 54, 64, 74, 84, 94, 304. So 70 and then 10. So is that 80 pounds? Something like that. Yeah. I want to get down to about 220. I really want to get down to about 200, but I'll probably blow away in the wind if I do that. I'd like to get down to 200. That way my bounce back weight might get me to 210, 220. But 220, guys, I'm 100% healthier now as far as I can walk, I can breathe, I can get in and out of the truck. I was starting to get to the point where I can't get out of the freaking in and out of the trailer. It was getting too hard to... It's getting too hard to climb in and out. But yeah, I'm feeling way better, man. I mean, it was like, I can get on the floor, I can get up, I can put my shoes on. I mean, I had to tie my shoes, put them on the ground, then slip my feet in them. I couldn't bend over. You know, and now I know a lot of guys much bigger than me can do all of that, but for whatever reason, it affected me that way. You know, my back constantly hurt. Go puke, then come back. No, it's been too long. If I puke now, it's going to hurt. If you puke right away, it doesn't even hurt.
You're not going to puke.
Oh, it keeps coming up. It came up here like 15 times. I have to swallow it.
That's gross.
I ate too fast.
I told you not to eat fast.
Yeah, and I don't usually eat this. This is, you know, this was freaking...
And you probably hardly chewed it.
So it's going to hurt. Thank you, Hog Rider. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How is Premier close to tradition? I can never remember your damn company, man. You know what? It says Premier on your trailer. That's why. RN says start over. Oh man, David, I was saying lost in reference to RCs. Oh, okay. Okay, you're right. You can't. It's out of the terminal and boom to the. Oh, because I was telling Luke. Oh shit, I mentioned who it was. Oh, sorry, Lucas. I just threw you under the bus. But remember when you tried to go to meet Jeremy to go to RC's, and you got lost and freaked out? Yeah, and turned around and got back on the freeway. I told that story, but I didn't say your name. Now I just said your name, so I just stomped on you.
You outed him.
Yeah. Oh, forgive him, guys. Forgive him. I see still 30 minutes behind on chat. Yeah, Hogray. That's just because you're here, man. Prime still pays the best and trains the best. Yeah, they do. And you get a good trainer. Their training is good when the trainer trains you the way they tell you to train. You know, if you get a trainer that's just all about the miles and don't give a crap about anything else, it's going to be a problem. You know, trainers should be teaching you Atlas, teaching you a trip plan, and teaching you pre-plan, teaching you, you know, to read your signs, and hounding you to read those signs. Reading signs are so important. Right, Melissa? I still will sneak up. What'd that sign say?
Yeah, but
I generally only do it to the law signs, the black and white signs. And if you guys didn't know, any sign that is white with black lettering is law. Okay, that means it's a ticketable offense if you break it. All the other signs, those yellow ones, that's just those yellow ones, 35 mile an hour, you know, around this corner or whatnot. Those are basically suggestions. No, the yellow and black, those are suggestions.
There's no law.
So if you want to roll your truck over and do 90, do it. Oh, but they'd probably give you a ticket for rolling the truck over. Yeah, Swade. Finally get on your live and get an important call. I'm back. How's life going? You look good and healthy. Thank you, Twisted D. I feel good and I feel a lot healthier. And I'm really digging how this shirt, I put it on. I just bought this shirt because my 2Xs didn't fit me anymore. I don't know. You guys probably see me. Some of you might have seen me at the
3Xs. What is that?
This is a 3X. No, my 2Xs were, you guys might have seen me at the terminal before I got the surgery.
Yeah.
My 2Xs were starting to look like baby Huey. They were starting to ride up on my belly and you'd see my undershirt. So I had to go to 3Xs, and the 3Xs were kind of tight. It was like, what the freak? And now these are dresses, man. I can take my pants off and my underwear off and not show. Well, no, it might show. So, you know, I was just thinking of women in their mini skirts. Oh, what's up, Kevin? How you doing, man? Things are good, man. Things are good, I guess. Yeah, they're, you know, health-wise, everything's good. I mean, everything. I mean, pretty much everything else in life is kind of dicks, but that's trucking, right? That's life. Hey from Motown. What's up, Dan? How you doing, man? Jeremy says, man, can you show me the lights on the back, please? You don't have to do it now. I'm buying my truck and really want to install some. Do you like them? Have you installed them again? What brand? No, I haven't installed them yet because I just, one, I haven't been home, and two, I just don't care to do any of that right now. But I'm going to put two on the sides of the cab extenders, and then one on the, I got a bar for the grill guard, the deer guard. It's going to be down low more than likely, and it's going to aim basically at the ground, guys. Enough. I mean, it's not going to be in anyone's eyes, and I'm not going to use it while driving down the...
Did you get the mail?
No. I'm not going to use it driving down the interstates. It's more for when I'm... Because I drive nights. It's more for when I'm stuck on these back roads that are pitch freaking black. And then those lights are, you know, again, I do a lot of hooking or dropping and hooking and things that in the dark. You know, I'm gonna have them come on when I flip my my utility lights on. You see good at night with them. Thanks. Yes. Great hitting hard again on Thursday. Trainer went home to Puerto Rico. Right on. Okay, yeah, get your ass back to work. Get the miles in. Hi, buddy. I test tomorrow. I'm sitting in Springfield. Well, good luck, man. You know, congratulations for getting to do your test. Got through the PSD. Remember, man, just freaking stay calm. Stay calm. You'll be all right. Herring upgrades are 3 weeks out now, so expecting to be on trailer truck longer. Yeah, I know. I hear that, Dave. This thing keeps closing, man.
Oh.
I hear that too. When I was there, they were sending people home, and we're gonna call them back when they got a truck. That's kind of a big bummer, man, because you're trying to better your life, and then you get told, well, it might be another 3 weeks, and if they send you home, you ain't getting paid. So, Brian, why can't you find the company? Anything particular? I'm just curious if you want to share. Sounds good to both of you. Okay, sounds good. Okay. Hit that like button. 34 people and 3 likes. It's actually got 23 likes, and we're dropping on the people. I'm starting to bore people. What's up, Steel? Esteo, I'm going to try this. Esteo Trocero Transport. I think I got it. Yeah, Esteo. Okay. Well, Stratus Girl, aka Suede, says, by the way, Richard drives a long-nosed, decked-out Pete, but he misses his automatic Freightliner for sure. Right on. Yeah, I'm wearing a nightgown, man. Pretty much. Looking good, brother. No homo. That's funny. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that. So are you guys going to be staying with Prime after this hell you went through to get home? I'm not ready to talk about that quite yet. Yeah, I'm not ready to talk about that quite yet. I'm a little disappointed, or I'm a lot disappointed over the last couple of days, I will say. Okay, when you install, make a video, please. Not much on the internet about them. Yeah, I'll make a video on installing them, where I put them, and I'll also make a video on wiring them in. When I had my hot rod, I wired it completely with new harnesses, and I did all my buddies' cars. And not only that, but I also converted my car to an LS1, which means I had to put in computers and everything, and new instrument clusters, and do all that wiring, and also do a buddy's car. So I'm capable of doing the wiring. Now, these Freightliners are goofy. They read wattage and amperage when lights go on, and from what I understand, if you increase it by too much, it will cause the computer to go wonky. So how you get around that, guys? One, Prime says make sure you have the dealer do it, but okay, I'm gonna have the dealer do it. How you get around that? Very simple. Let's say I'm gonna put my utility lights up and I want them to come on with my round ones in the back of the sleeper. I could go ahead and look up, find out what the wattage is, the max wattage or amperage that you can pull, and see if those lights are under it. But rather than risk that, simply just run your ground wires to ground, obviously, and then run your hot wires, bring them in to a relay. And I've got a bunch of relays. Take a hot wire off of your battery so you're not going through any circuits. Go to the relay, and then from that relay to your lights. And you're going to take one of the wires coming off that switch that turns on those other backlights, and you're going to go to the relay to trigger the relay. Now what happens when you turn those lights on, the relay triggers, and it draws absolutely zero juice from those other lights. It pulls it directly from the battery, and of course you'll have a fuse in line. You will cause no spikes, no nothing from the system. It's just like when you turn your car or the truck on and you hear clicks. Those are relays activating because they can't, they're pulling too many too many amps or watts for just running without one. So they want to make the trigger. A lot of these triggers on computerized, they trigger with grounds. and obviously you can't use a ground as a feed to a light, so you'd have to trigger a relay, if that makes sense. Okay, okay, got that. I'm looking for a sponsor like Prime. There you go. Hey Matthew, how you doing? What's up, Jonathan? Have you considered, Paul Watts says, have you considered getting your own authority and trying to advance fleet? Guys, my whole plan when I went lease purchase, I was gonna get my own authority. I could have turned my truck up to 75. I could have got, I think it was 90% of the load. Let's say, I can't remember for sure. Let's say it was 85%, but I know it was 90 because I looked it up. Okay. When I got this truck, if you go on their website and you look at what they're offering, if you bring your truck in on your own authority, you're governed at 65 and they're only going to pay you 77%. If I'm mistaken, then I don't know what I read, but that's what it told me, that it was saying. So they apparently changed things up over the last 6 months. And I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to pay all that insurance on my own authority for 5% more. I didn't quite know the truck was going to cost as much as it did. When I asked about it, it was like, oh yeah, it's just going to be a couple $100 more. So getting my own authority and paying that extra $400 a week on insurance for it to be able to run faster and make more money was kind of worth it. But what they didn't tell me is, yeah, it's going to be a couple $100 more plus. So yeah, it hit me in the booty. Promise definitely got just a stepping stool. Yeah, a lot of people stay there forever. I actually was really planning on being there till I retire. Melissa was definitely so against leaving there. Now she's just like, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
I got to take my CDL road test on the 13th. I want to drive for Prime. Right on. Now, let me ask you, are you taking that test outside of Prime? Because if you're taking it outside of Prime, you might have shot yourself in the foot.
You want some white walls?
No. Because Prime requires X amount of hours. Because I was going to do that before I came to Prime, because I just wanted to get it done. And in California, man, there are CDL schools you can get through there in 2 weeks. But Prime still requires you for X amount of driving hours. So they were like, you're still going to have to do TNT and all that crap. And, we're still going to make you get this and make you do that. So it made no sense not to do it at Prime. But the way they keep changing things up, who knows if that's still the way. You'd have to call recruiting, obviously, and find out. Anyone know if Stevens Transport a good company to drive for? Well, trucker dude Brent had a lot of bad things to say about them. So I don't know personally, but he had a lot of bad things to say about them. But having said that, let me say this. I wouldn't use trucker dude Brent as a good source of anything. No hate on him, okay? I'm not trying to hate on him. But he seems to have problems with everything that every company is going to. Do you think could wire the lights up to the Opta switch on the dash by the emergency red button? That's funny you say that. I was going to look into that switch. I bought an extra one when I ordered the truck. I was going to look into that switch and see what kind of fuse it goes to. Yeah, if it goes to a decent fuse, or if you put on the back side of your wiring, if you add another fuse to it and the wiring gauge is correct, yeah, there shouldn't be any reason why not. But you need to make sure that it's going to pull all that and where it goes in the fuse box, because you don't want to screw up the computer. But I was thinking about using that switch, one of them, for my interior ambient lighting. Although I got the premium lighting, so it already has some orange footwell lighting. But I know in my old truck I had those blue strips that kept falling down, and those were really nice at night. They kind of, I don't know, they kind of gave you this woo feeling, and you know, it was nice. So I got ones that I'm going to screw under the dash so they don't fall down all the time. I got all the wiring, all the fittings. I even got switches. I was originally going to wire it in with a relay to the floor lighting, but then I was like, no, it wouldn't look good with the orange and then the blue. I guess I could change those to blue. Hell, I could probably just change those to blue and just take the orange ones out. Didn't even think of that. Just look at what the amps are. But that wouldn't be enough. I mean, I want to do a nice thingamabobber because they're barely in there. Brian, don't do it. Stevens Transport. Do the research first before making a decision. Okay, guys. I never looked up Steven Transport. I'll tell you right now, when I did my research, Prime was the best paying company. It had the best reviews, so on and so forth. Never heard anything good about Stevens. There you go. Last time I checked, it was 90%, but if they dropped it to 77, then hell no, it ain't worth it. Yeah, if they dropped 77 and then on top of it, gonna govern you at 65, it's like, come on, man. I want to open my wings. I want to flatten my wings a little bit. You know, I'm sick of trying to pass trucks dangerously because you got a truck doing, 50 and you're coming up on them quick. You look in your mirror and there's cars back there coming and you're not sure how fast they're going, but if you don't get over, you're going to have to slam your brakes on and sit and do 58 for an hour. So you get over and pray to God that they're going, good enough speed to slow down. Not that I'd ever do that. That'd be dangerous. But I'm just saying, I've seen trucks do it. Steven Transport pays by the mile for their lease drivers and is very low CPM. I highly suggest avoiding them. Yeah, I don't think I could really work for a company that paid cents per mile on lease. I'd like a percentage of the load board, obviously, of the load board. It's a percentage of the line haul. For sure, I like that. Oh, Pam, no, man. No, I've heard some bad things about them. I can't find anyone like Prime. Any ideas? Well, when I was looking, Night was a choice. It was either Prime or Night after I got down to everything. Now, do you have your CDL or what? Because you got Wilson, who pulls Prime freight. You get all the Prime amenities. You got BLC, same thing. You got RST, same thing. I just know for a fact that pulling BLC, even though you're getting 90% of their percentage, their truck payment's super high. I even talked to them in recruiting, and you ain't making any more, even though it sounds like you're going to make more money. The only thing they really had to offer over Prime was, if you have a problem with dispatch, I'll get on the phone and do a three-way with you, and we'll resolve it. Well, I know someone who was there, and every time we tried to get a hold of this person, they were gone, vacation or sleeping or whatever. So I'm not no hate on them, but I'm not a big fan. Same with Wilson. You go there. Whenever you go to a company that's leased on to somebody, you're gonna get, if you want to work for that company, that would be your best bet if the company won't hire you. But I still would always be in the back of my mind, oh man, did I get the short end of the stick? And with Wilson, I was told by some people that the one driver talked to a Prime driver, they were on the same load, and the Prime driver was making a couple $100 more on that load. Well, Wilson, you only get 70%, and then they're not getting the full Prime load. Prime, they're taking the 90 or whatever, so their money's less, and then they give you a little less. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit less, but it does get you, Prime freight. But I was going to go to Night. They do. I was looking at company. I don't know what their lease program is. Actually, I hear Hirschbach lease is like the bomb. You got Crete, I hear, is good. I haven't never called them, but although I think Crete requires some experience. I don't know if you're experienced or if you just got your CDL. Yeah, Mountain Dew. I agree. Brian, do you have your license already? Okay. If you leave Prime, I will recommend National Carrier or you can come to Everett Express. We've been looking for team drivers, and I think you're home every week if you want. Yeah, but what does the team drivers make? See, I can't be home every week if I'm not making X amount of dollars because I got bills. Look up Ozark out of Memphis, she says. Okay. Okay, you got your permit. And why won't Prime take you? Oh, you were the one that had the emergency? So yeah, if you got your permit, you just need to Google one of the companies that train. Now, Knight is a part of Swift now, but I guess it's less embarrassing to drive a Knight truck. But when I was looking into it, Knight was a year. You had to be with them for a year to pay for your schooling. Swift was 2 years. So I don't know if they're both 2 years now or if they're both 1 year now. If you want to go lease, I strongly recommend NCI. Okay. Steven pays $1.16 per mile. Okay, that must be for their lease. Which you'll definitely do better at Prime, but I don't know what their fixed cost is, when what their fuel surcharges are and discounts. Long time no see. Nice truck. Glad you guys are doing well. Thank you. Dad's Adventure. Holy crap. Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Big time. Long time no see. Damn. Where in the hell have you been hiding? You can also come to RST, which is right here in Houston, and you still run Prime loads. Yep. That's right. And I believe at RST, because you're running under their authority, you can turn your truck up, although unless Prime pulls that thing that I seen them do, unless RST's grandfathered in. Brian, have you looked into PTL? Hogrider says, no. Crete will train. There you go. I hear Crete's a good company. We flagged at $216K a year for team. We flagging. What does that mean? You're flagging. And unless they're paying fuel, I can't work for that. I assume that's gross. I'm looking at Bay and Bay. Okay, I never heard of them. Harsh Bob. Come on, Lucas. I seen a few team drive, man. Lucas, am I not telling the truth? You got to remember, my channel is all about real. I don't bullshit. So am I not telling the truth, man?
About what?
About, the different companies I just mentioned.
Oh.
I seen a few team drivers that were all the time at Everett, and they said they love it. Yeah, I mean, you can love it, but if you're not making the money, I got to retire. I'm closer to retirement than I'm not, so I need to make a certain amount of money. And if I'm not making what I'm making at Prime, at least, then it ain't worth it. Yes, my mom died and I left. Wait, what? Yes, my mom died and I left to come home. Oh, okay. Your mom died and you left to come home for a funeral and wanted to come back next month. And I can't see that they just won't take you back. I would call them again. Maybe they were having that hiring freeze at the time, because I can't see why. Because I know a lot of people who left and come back that are students. It happens all the time. Life gets in the way. Feels like old times now with a lot of the originals from the channel. And I see, yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I was like, damn, there's old OGs in here. I highly recommend Wilson for training if you can't go to Prime. Was with them for almost 3 years, and they treated me like family. You weren't with them for 3 years. You were only there 2 years. You only got like 3 years of trucking, and I know that because I don't even know if you have that, because I was about a year. I was over a year when you started, sucker. Adding on some time. Lucas is going, this guy's an ass. He's throwing me under the bus over and over and over again. Okay.
Now what are you talking about?
I'm going to stop picking on you, Lucas. Whack. Doing well, guys. Just got engaged. Wow, living the dream. Sweet. Right on. I mean that. Okay, Kevin says. I mean that's base in our application. You're paying 216K, but you're a company driver, not a lease driver. 216 for the team as team driver. So wait a minute. Are you telling me that I'd make 216,000 after taxes? Because if that's the case, we know where we're going.
Where?
To Everett.
I never heard of it.
You've never heard of Everett? They're a big ass company. Well, I mean, I don't know how big they are, but they're everywhere. But no, there's no way that's 216 after taxes for a team truck. That's 108,000 each. No, 118,000. No, 108,60. Yeah, 108,000 each. Shit. Bain Bay is a decent company. Okay, I've never heard of those guys. Walton, Carl Jr., Schugel. Yeah, there's Schugel. I thought you recently came off Hometime though, Kingsley. Who? If you're talking about me, I've been out 10 weeks since my last Hometime. I've been out since we came back in March. Melissa went home for a week to deal with some stuff.
I didn't count that as home time.
Yeah, she didn't count it as home time. There's stuff going down. I stayed out. I've been out here 10 weeks as of now. You don't pay for gas, okay. I tell you what, when I see the team couples again tomorrow or so, I will ask them how it's for them. If they do make 216 a year together as company drivers and it's net, dude, I will be there tomorrow. Well, I'd have to give 2-week notice and sell this truck. Or can you bring your truck over? No, because you're a company driver. So I'd have to sell this truck, which I already know someone who would buy it if I wanted to. Actually, a couple people, about 4 people. Yeah, I know that's going to probably be a gross. It has to be a gross, but that's still pretty good money. But if that's gross for 2 people, then, well, but they don't pay for fuel. Yeah, talk to them a little bit about that. See what their net is a piece. I'd be very curious if they would share that with you. And how often do they get home? Yeah, it's a trucking company, J.R. Schugel. Myself and my trainer didn't see eye to eye. I wonder if that's part of it. Well, I guess it depends on what actually went down. I mean, if your trainer went in there and said, this guy's a psychopath, he's not good for the company, then I guess that could be, but... Okay, so that's before taxes. All right, Melissa, let me see your phone. I got to do some math. Put on the calculator. All right, in Texas, let's see, 216 times 25%. It's 54. Whoops, what the frick did I do? Hold on.
I don't know. Obviously, you don't know how to add.
Damn, woman, you're cold. Okay, so that's that. So 16. So that's 162 roughly. You know, we don't know exactly what their tax bracket is. 162 divided by 2. Oh, your calculator's weird.
Oh.
So that's 81,000 a year as a company driver. That's not bad. That's pretty good. So that would be, yeah, that would be pretty good. I'd like to, cause yeah, we both made that, and we're W-2. I can't believe that. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. No, I was gonna do something else. Okay, never mind. I said almost 3 years. No, you did. Hold on, let me back up. You said 4 years, buddy. Hold on, let me back up before he deletes that comment. I recommend. Oh, yeah. Wait. Yeah, almost 3 years. No, because you're just coming up to 3 years, and you've worked for this other company. Okay, yeah, okay. I apologize. You're right. You're right. You were there what, like 2.5 years, I believe. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I was wrong. I'll admit when I'm wrong. Again, I keep this channel real. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Let me find where I was now. You made 144 gross last year. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm not going to give you my numbers. It just, I just, no. So let's see if you made that gross, depending on what state you live in. That'd be 10, would be 14, so 28. 28, and if you got that, 28, 38, 42. So you, no, did you net about 100K? Or am I, well, see, I don't know what kind of taxes you pay where you're at, so. Hogrider says, actually, Brian, JR is the best bet, okay? If you want to, let me know and I'll flag you for a referral bonus. Okay. I've been out for 1 year and 4 months, finally taking my first home time ever. Come on. No, you haven't been out 1 year and 4 months. If you've been out 1 year and 4 months, you got no life.
I was gonna say, someone don't.
You ain't got no life, man. And I know you ain't got no kids, no wife, no girlfriend, no mom, no dad, no sister, no brother.
Who's that?
Let's see, Mauricio Solomon. I think I said his name right, Mauricio. I'm not good with names, guys. Call me after stream, David, and I can talk to you better on it. Kevo, after this stream, I'm going to bed, man. I've been up since, when did I start driving last night?
I don't know.
Midnight, 12:30, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's since 12:30. So I'm a little tired, man. And when the other day, Kevin, when you said give you a call if I had some time, I was on the phone dealing with trucking stuff, so I couldn't give you after I was done. Again, I had to go to bed. You guys got to remember, I usually drive all through the night, you know, and so when I'm on doing something during the day, look at my eyeballs. Why is my face so red? Just know you need hazmat and tanker. I have tank. We both have tanker. No problem. We can get that. As a matter of fact, I was telling her that we should go, maybe while we're home this time, and go get hazmat just in case. You also live in my hometown where I grew up, so cost of living is nothing. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I pay a lot more, you know, a lot less than a lot of people in different areas. Hell, my mortgage in California is quadruple what I pay here. Just bought my Power Set brand fridge freezer for my truck. Keep my meats cold. LOL, not in that way. I guess you both be making more than me as a P&D driver, and your home base is where I work. Right on. Greg says, never admit you were wrong. Greg, there's certain things that a man should and shouldn't do. And if a man can't admit when he's wrong on something like that, that man ain't a man. He's a, what would the word be?
What?
If you can't admit when you're wrong, you always have to be right.
I don't know.
He's, not cool.
That's my father. That's what his.
Damn, Greg, I hope you're feeling better, man. Did they give you an exorcist? Any of you guys, we got a Facebook page, Trucking with David H. on Facebook. You guys can go on there and find Greg's pictures. Whoo! God damn! That boy was beat. Let's see. You and Melissa are W-2 now. You guys switch, and if so, is it due to the times? Like, no. I'm lease. I'm 1099. She's W-2. She works for me. She's a company driver. And again, guys, just in case, I'll say it here because I know the rumor was always put out. Husband and wife team. He's lease. She's company, so he gets her insurance, and it's a big win-win. No, guys. I pay her insurance. Prime pays none of it. She pays her portion of it like she normally would if she was just a company driver. I pay the rest as her employer. And what sucks is the insurance that we can get outside is cheaper and better. So unfortunately, I got to wait until all my surgery stuff goes through and then we can change. But I don't want to be changing insurance while they're trying to build an insurance company for stuff. The company's pretty slick that I had the surgery. They charged me a flat fee. And now I understand why they said, and you have to have insurance. Because I'm like, but my insurance won't pay for it. They said, that's fine. You know, that was part of the criteria. Well, they bill the insurance company for everything. They fish. And I think they got about $1,200, $1,300 out of them, or $3,000, something like that. Because the insurance, yeah, they wouldn't pay for the surgery, but they're paying for the blood test. They're paying for this other thing. They're paying for doctor, office visits and things like that. So it's pretty cool. I was wondering how they can do it so cheap. David, you will have to thrive in snow and ice if you go there, though. Oh, Everett, you got to drive, thrive, you mean drive in snow and ice?
Don't forget that.
And chain up and all that?
Nope.
That? Hell no. You got to remember, guys, I got my wife on this truck. I can't kill her. I would feel bad.
And I can't kill you.
RN says J.R. Shugo has a bad reputation. Not only that, but it starts snowing a little bit. Melissa gets all, and then she freaks me out because she'll stop driving, so I'll start driving. Then she's the whole time, pull over.
Only one time I freaked out in snow.
Tennessee.
It was where it looked like I was in the Star Wars movie with
I
the
know.
warp speed.
So I told you,
my eyes were crossing.
Right. So I told you, shut her down and I'll take over. I took over, and the whole time, we need to stop. We're going to die. And I'm like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? So I ended up, because of her, shutting it down for the night and drove the next morning.
Oh, we shut down?
Yeah, we stopped at that Pilot that has the parking across the street. And then I parked, and then as soon as I parked, I kept saying, we gotta go. And you're like, we don't have to deliver this for another whole day. What the hell? Okay, I'll wait.
Right, we stopped. Yeah,
I hate stopping. I like to get right to my 90. We have a day and a half still on this. We could have dicked around as much as we wanted.
We have a day and a half and important appointments tomorrow.
Yeah, well, okay. David, you need to bring back Friday late nights lives. Some of those were great times. Yeah, those were good. Those were good. We'd have to get the old gang together so the new gang can see what it's all about and get in on the bandwagon. Big Houston says he's home every weekend, right on. Okay, so you be team shuttle drivers, so you're home pretty much every week. Yeah, shuttle from where to where? Because if it's like shuttling from here to California, no problem. From here to Florida, no problem. From here to Oregon or Washington or Wyoming, or what's that other one? Salt Lake?
Big problem.
No. To New Mexico, no problem. To Phoenix, no problem. Louisiana, no problem. Madonna, no problem. South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia. Well, that was Atlanta, I guess. No problem. Even Michigan would be all right because they know how to take care of the roads. Although going through Tennessee, when it snows there, even though it don't snow much there, them guys don't know how to clean the damn roads. Every time I go through there in the snow, that's where you freaked out.
Yeah.
This shit is like 3 feet deep.
was like Star Wars. It was weird.
Well, that's always when it snows at night.
That was weird.
We need to start a GoFundMe to get David some Just for Men for his beard. Okay, Lucas, I guess that's fair.
Oh, is he talking about hair color?
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Dude, it's blonde. I'm a blonde. What the hell is your problem?
That
It
is
matches.
not blonde.
It matches. It's blonde. Just sent you a picture of the position, but yes, you both need hazmat. Yeah, it's no big deal. Hazmat's no problem. Like I said, we'll probably be getting hazmat just in case. I'll check you out on Facebook. Right on. And you know, the Facebook is kind of open. You can post, you know, anything you want on there. You know, trucking stuff, goofy stuff. You know, whatever. Everett only does East Coast. Okay. 95 ain't so bad in the wintertime. It's pretty flat. See, the 24, I don't know if that's considered, no, that's Midwest, ain't it? You know, that gets sketchy going up over Mount Eagle. I always called it Monteagle. Then I read it one day, it's Mount Eagle.
Isn't it Omteagle, Monteagle?
That's what I thought, but no, last time I drove through there, unless I was cross-eyed,
No.
it was Mount Eagle.
No, it's Monteagle.
Oh, well, shit. Somebody told me I was saying it wrong. Texas, not East Coast. What do you mean Texas, not East Coast? Hell yeah, if there's a company running in Texas making that kind of money, I'd be there. I'd be there. You know, even though, yeah, I would do it. You know, even though Texas ices up and you get slip sliding, you know, sometimes get killed. You know, I'm just good with knowing when to shut it down. When there's ice, I stop. Kevin's like, Hog Rider, are you with Everett? Because he's going, what makes you think that, sucker? Why don't you have internet? I got good internet.
My phone.
Oh, we need to get those cards. Yeah,
we need to
that's
go
right.
to T-Mobile.
Melissa's phone keeps losing internet service, and T-Mobile said they're going to give me one for free too, but they need to put new SIM cards in. Our SIM cards screwing up.
Update. There's problems with some of them.
What you eating? I ain't eating nothing. I ain't eating nothing, sucker fool. Anyways, guys, I think this was a good live, man. Hour 23 minutes. It's been a minute. It's been a minute to where I could focus. Well, focus as good as I can focus, and do a live for, I mean, what have my lives been lately? 10 minutes, 15 minutes?
Uh-huh.
I mean, it just, my heart just hasn't been in it, but this was fun, man. This was fun. I dig it. Yeah, Skull, I'm just wrapping it up, though, man. You're going to have to watch the replay. There's some good stuff in here, brother. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up, guys. I'll let you guys go. I'm going to get ready for bed. Because what time is it right now? It is 7:30. So 12:30. That's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 12, 17, 18, 19 hours. Yeah. Yeah, it's time to sleep. Yes, it was fun, man. I liked it. I really had a good time. Oh, John, you came in late too, man. John's a hashtag vampire trucker too. John, why in the hell ain't you? Oh, you don't have Facebook. That's right.
John who?
Fornwald.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we just seen John at General Mills.
Yeah, you said you did.
Yeah, good old John, man. He's looking good. He's freaking doing his thing. But yeah, John, I was going to say, you need to get on that Facebook, because I go on there and do my hashtag vampire trucker, because I start driving all night long like a vampire, and I see you do too, because you're always waking up during the day. Good to see you doing well. Peace. Thank you. Good, great chatting with you. Thank you. You guys have a great day. You're doing those 8-2 splits. Yeah, we do them. I do them all the time. And yeah, you guys are awesome, man. I really appreciate you being here. Hit that like button if you haven't done it. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Share some videos out, guys. Just freaking throw them on your Facebook pages. Come on now. It helps the channel. Even if no one watches them, just to share helps. Trucking with David H is the Facebook page. Ooh, like, comment, subscribe.
Ring the bell.
Boom. Nope. Got to do it better than that. Like, comment, subscribe.
Ring the bell.
There you go. People want to hear that. Ring the bell, sucker.